This is a work session of the Mayor and Borough Council of the Borough of Seaside Park, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, held on Thursday, October 2nd, 2025, advertised for 7 p.m. Pursuant to the provisions of New Jersey's Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting was properly provided by transmitting the notice of the meeting for publication in the Asbury Park Press and the Ocean Star on January 3rd, 2025. Notice of the meeting of the governing body also has been posted in the corridor of the municipal building and in the office of the municipal clerk. Roll call.
Councilmember Anfield?
Here.
Councilmember Condos?
Here.
Councilmember Connor?
Here.
Councilmember Kraft?
Here.
Councilmember Rotunda?
Here.
Council President Wilk?
Here.
Mayor Pearson?
Here.
Thank you.
The first item, and I know we had a late call just within the hour. We do not have who we expected was Sloan Boyce, the librarian for the Upper Shores in the Lavalette. Do we have at this moment anyone yet in attendance as a friend of the library? We probably have. I know almost all of us probably are regular users of the library, but we were advised that someone from the Friends of the Library would be coming, and what we have is our town joining in, because this is National Friends of Libraries Week, and we're one of the towns participating. It also coincides with the 100th anniversary of the Ocean County Library and the 30th anniversary of the Upper Shores Library, both being celebrated this year. So that being said, in terms of presenting our proclamation, I don't see anyone, no one's taking for the Friends yet, so maybe we'll have this held in abeyance and we can read it into the record at the regular meeting if someone appears, and then we'll do so anyway just to make sure everyone in the town recognizes the history involved and that we are indeed a participating town. The second item we have is for informational purposes, and our town had a very nice celebration that just took place, in fact, yesterday, for a retirement, and that was the retirement of a longtime hardworking, loyal police officer who was grew up in Seaside Park, and that's Lieutenant Michael Confederac. 29 years plus of employment with the police department, and he retired effective October 1, and we thank the entire police department for putting together a very nice ceremonial thanks and appreciation, recognition of his retirement. And this is just for our records, the proclamation that the whole governing body presented to Michael on behalf of the citizens and his fellow officers. So we thank everyone on the council and the police department who put that event together. It was very nice. Thank you.
It was, yeah. It was very nice, yes.
Well attended.
Yeah.
Very well attended. I think he was actually overwhelmed by it.
Yes.
I
It was
absolutely,
very nice.
yeah. And moving.
Very.
The next item we have is for informational purposes. It's a letter of recommendation from our planning board attorney, Gregory Hawk. And this issue has come up on several past occasions with applications. And it's a recommendation that the governing body, and through the committee first, and studying what other towns have done in this area, issues had arisen, and it's like many issues in the town. I know years ago, for example, dogs were allowed. You could have a leashed in the off-season on the beach, whether it started November 1, October 15th, and as is often the case, just a few people spoil it for everybody, and they don't follow the rules, and they let their dog do what they do and don't pick it up. Obviously, the vast majority of the homeowners who may have rooftop decks don't abuse their privileges of being the quiet use and enjoyment of their property for their neighbors. Apparently, and it's come up several times before the planning board, and I know in several adjoining towns, whether they're being rented for Airbnb, strictly business, or whatever, but sometimes rooftop decks have caused problems looking down right on the neighboring property. And it came before the planning board, and our town doesn't have any kind of real parameters or guidelines, that kind of things to look into it. Some towns did, so I know they've got some research on it, whether it's a good direction, positive or not. So that's kind of where it is. It's really, and it's just brought to the attention of the governing body that the planning board thought something should be researched on it as well. I don't know.
Oh, you said it well, right?
Yeah, it's,
You need to do some research on it.
yeah, it's a issue that may need some further work, but it's really not ripe for doing anything at this very moment, I guess.
No, we're not.
That
We're
would-
not doing anything at this point. Still doing research on it.
Yeah. Those were the items on the work session. Do we have anyone from Friends of the Library yet? Not, we're all friends of the
I
library.
called Mary Ellen, I'm not sure she can yell at me.
Okay, so we'll hold that for temporarily. Anyone else on council have any work session?
I have nothing
What-
here for.
What I have is one item, and it entails contract negotiations ongoing. It was already discussed on various occasions in the past, so it's an update really on one issue. So it's a resolution authorizing the Borough Council to meet hopefully briefly in the executive session. And it's whereas the Open Public Meetings Act, Public Law 1975, Chapter 231 permits the exclusion of public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas the public body is of the opinion that such circumstances presently exist, whereas the governing body wishes to discuss, those are contract negotiations, and whereas minutes will be kept, and once the matter involving the confidentiality of the above no longer requires that confidentiality, then the minutes can be made public, and now therefore be it resolved the public would be excluded from this meeting, and it has a certification of our clerk. Obviously in the past, except during the height of COVID, as a courtesy to the public, I think we've gone into the meeting room or the judge's chamber. So do we have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Council President Wilk, seconded by Council Member Kraft. Roll call.
Council President Wilk?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraft?
Yes.
Councilmember Anfield?
Yes.
Councilmember Condos?
Yes.
Councilmember Connor?
Yes.
Councilmember Rotunda?
Yes.
Motion approved.
I would entertain a motion from council to recess the executive session and go back into the work session
I'll make
meeting.
that the chief.
Motion by Council President Wilk, second by Council Member Amabile. Roll call.
Council President Wilk?
Yes.
Councilmember Anfield?
Yes.
Councilmember Condos?
Yes.
Councilmember Connor?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraft?
Yes.
Councilmember Rotunda?
Yes.
Motion approved.
And we are back in session for the work session, and no luck yet. So I'll put off, I'll read into the record when we do the regular meeting, our proclamation, so that we're joining all the other communities out there that are participating in National Friends of the Library Week. So hold that off to the regular meeting. And there being nothing further from council for the work session, I would entertain any public comments on the work session items referenced previously. Mitch?
Mitch Koppelman, 204 10th Avenue. Just two quick comments. One on the request from the planning board for reconsideration of rooftop decks. I certainly understand the concerns, but being a homeowner who has a legal, past all the codes rooftop deck, I would encourage the planning board and the council to encourage the planning board to focus on the issue, which is the behavior of people using it, not on the families that build in and want to use it for their own pleasure. I know it's not easy, but if they can focus more on the behavioral issues of the people abusing it, it would make a lot more sense than banning it for everybody.
Yep.
And the second thing is just a comment on when the mayor announced the formation or going into executive session, he made the comment that when the issues that are dealt with in executive session have been resolved, then the minutes should become public. Do we actually make the minutes public? Thank you.
Can ask Jenna, but no. Minutes are definitely public as per the resolution and the statute. Any other public comments on work session items? Hearing none, I would entertain a motion to briefly adjourn the work session and then begin our regular meeting.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Connor, second by Councilmember Condos. Roll call.
Councilmember Connor,
Yes.
Councilmember Condos,
Yes.
Councilmember Anfield,
Yes.
Councilmember Kraft,
Yes.
Councilmember Rotunda,
Yes.
Council President Wilk,
Yes.
motion approved.
And we'll begin our regular meeting momentarily.